Hi everyone, welcome to May's Alchemy Scopes. I am thrilled to be with you outside. I just finished doing the majority of the spreads out here in nature. And I have to tell you right now, I'm filming this at virtually the exact point of the new moon on April 18th, which is informing this next 30-day trajectory that we're all moving into. And so it feels really good to be filming this then, because it's going to imbue this video with that symbology. The Sabian symbol for the 28-degree Aries new moon is the music of the spheres. Now, the music of the spheres is a delicious symbol. It is a big symbol. It's appropriate. As we've moved past this recent birth canal and as we're flowing into this empowered reality state of our pure potentiality, the music of the spheres is reminding us that the holonic realities of life, from cell to body to planet to solar system to galaxy to universe to multiverse, etc., etc., etc. There's multiple holonic realities within the planet and within us. That every holonic reality, every whole within the whole, operates in resonance, in harmonic resonance. There is a harmony to the holonic reality of reality. And a note that if you're experiencing dissonance, which many of you might be, I know for a fact that a lot of clients are experiencing plenty of dissonance because there's a lot moving in our lives. There's dissolving of relationships, money, jobs, houses, etc. I mean, it goes on and on. The last many years have been like that. The last many months have been like that. It is going to exacerbate. For those that aren't aware of the resonance of the harmonic realities of reality and who are not tuning in to those realities, indeed, there will be more dissonance that you're going to experience. So you're required to really wake up to these realities and honor the processes at hand. Know that the dissonance is serving you. The dissonance is a guide to tell you what is no longer in harmony with your soul. If something has become dissonant, if something is starting to break away, allow it. Allow it to break away. It's no longer resonant with what your soul is birthing, with where you're needing to go. Does that make sense? It is brilliant that there's dissonance. Let there be dissonance because it's informing what doesn't work anymore. And for the things that are dissolving, that you're clinging to, that you're not wanting to see go away, let them dissolve, because they wouldn't break away if they were serving your soul optimally. They wouldn't. And it could be that they're going to come back into your life, or the thing will come back into your life. Then let that happen. This is a chapter of us loving ourselves, of knowing the reality of a reality, understanding that everything is cooperative, intelligent, and interconnected, that everything serves function, that nothing is random, nothing is meaningless, nothing doesn't serve the greater benefit. See, that's the whole thing about holism. That's the whole thing about The Alchemist Awakens. That's the whole thing about my website, The Alchemy of Holism. It is the fact that holistic realities inherently serve for benefit. Nothing ever serves for detriment. It just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in living systems. So once you know that, then trust becomes your foundation of reality, and you can go through events after events, and you're going to let them happen, because you're going to see that the things that are unfolding are representing the reflection that you need to see in order to grow yourself. And then once you get to see things clearly, and when you attend to the calling and grow yourself, then you're able to actualize your power in a new way. How juicy is that? So that's enough for now, maybe more to come, but for now, let's move into the individual scopes. Hi Sagittarius. So let's take a look at the I Ching hexagram that came forward for you to reflect your particular Sagittarius cycle, microcycle, over the course of the next 30 days. You received number 60, limits and connections. And the two trigrams that make up this particular hexagram are water above, lake below. A reminder that I'm reading here from the Visionary I Ching. Limits are necessary to give purpose and direction to life. Swimming in a sea of boundless opportunity would soon lead to exhaustion. Winging it alone in a sky of boundless opportunity would lead to being lost. In human affairs, the making of choices and alliances implies limitation, for in choosing one path, another must be abandoned. One key to a successful life is to select your limits consciously and carefully, to be discriminating in the setting of personal boundaries, but also knowing when to join in formation. Thrift, for example, often precedes prosperity, just as the letting go of selfish interests often leads to a greater personal reward. Only by consciously accepting useful limits can one's energy be channeled to good purpose and lead to lasting accomplishment. Point yourself towards the middle way, the mean between discipline and freedom of spirit. Limits will come of their own accord, but to be able to consciously select your own affiliations in life, now that's knowing how to fly. At the same time, do not go overboard on discipline. Even limitation must be limited, so that in attempting to bring order and direction into your life, do not choke off vital sources of enthusiasm and spontaneity. Similarly, in groups and organizations, the rules and regulations should strike a balance between being too strict and too soft. If too strict, they build frustration among people and ultimately become destructive. If too lenient, sloppiness becomes acceptable and energy is soon dissipated. The best path is one that allows for the fulfillment of individual potential while encouraging self-discipline and focus. Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your May 2015 Alchemy Scope. We're out in nature today. As you can see, I've already pulled your spread to elaborate on the theme that is likely to be unfolding for the majority of Sagittarians out there. And then I've also pulled a Major Arcana tarot card using Dame Darcy's deck for one for each week, so that we can kind of tap into how the evolution of the month might unfold. This is my deck, my Siri deck, and then Dame Darcy's deck. And then we'll shuffle and pull the Ascended Master Guidance, as well as the archetypal quality set that wants to be evolved. So there's going to be something coming up for you, a topic, a theme, with regard to honing yourself. It's about developing discernment about what brings you comfort. And this could be, in fact, what is excess to you. You know, to what degree do you go for your own comfort that is actually in excess and not comforting you as much as just pleasurable, right? Comfort is also pleasure. So you're going to come to some place of discernment that's going to be the theme for you this month. And indeed, the balance card also came up in the physical sector. So it could be that your physical body is calling for balance this month. You might feel imbalanced and you're going to want to create balance. You're going to feel, I guess, optimistic about creating that balance for your physical body. And by the way, this is for your physical life as well. So it's your home, it's your structured life, however that shows up for you. So it's your physical body structure, it's your physical house structure. And then there's a lesson that you're going to be coming up against that's going to be multifold with regards to your emotional nature. So something's going to be coming up for you with regard to how you access your emotions, how you use your emotions, how they are balanced or imbalanced within your life, in your interactions with relationships. So there's going to be something coming up with regard to emotional balance. That's going to be specifically a lesson for you. And it's going to involve, there are With regard to comfort or pleasure, there are habits that are at hand for you that you're going to purge, that you're going to get to a place of discernment, and you're going to eliminate some of these, what I would say, unhealthy habits. It's going to be in a way that protects you. And again, because this is coming up in the physical sector, this is physical body or home, this is safety, it's protection, safety. So this could be literally protecting your body, like you're wanting to change your habits and purge what's no longer working. And it could, by the way, be a physical cleanse as well, cleanse, purge, for your own safety, for your physical safety, for your body's well-being. And it is a preparation phase. So it seems like you're going to be very aware this month that you're wanting to prepare yourself. You're wanting to prepare yourself to be in a place that creates better habits, essentially. So that's kind of what's at play for the general theme. And let's take a look then at the weeklies. So you received the Justice card in the first week, and this is quite something. This is about balance, and because you received balance in that foundational sector, there is some assessment that's going to be coming up for you. Some justice is going to come at play. So it could be, for example, if it's your body that's wanting balance, that something happens to trigger your discernment, of how much, am I drinking too much? Am I eating too much? Am I not being proactive enough? Am I being too lazy, in other words? So justice is going to come forward to actually show you perhaps where the imbalance is. Or you might just have an innate driver that comes forward to say, hey, I am ready for something new, something clean, something balanced within my life. And the second week is beautiful because you're going to feel empowered. So the Magician comes up second week. Whatever sense of justice, fairness, balance, physical balance is what I'm thinking. And again, it could be structure, it could be home, or how the balance of home, work, relationship, work, whatever that is for you too. But there's a balance that's at play. In the second week, you're going to feel empowered, like you can really do it, like you can really tackle it, like you are able to get to this place of true discernment. So that's beautiful. Interestingly, in the third week, the Moon card comes up, and the Moon card, this is about, the Moon card actually is about discernment. It's about ability to see in shadow. It's about developing the ability to see in shadow. It is about discernment. And indeed, and it's also about illusion and delusion, and there's a lot of other interpretations of the Moon card that are well known and that have meaning and that matter. For this particular case, the original meaning, the original teaching tool tarot meaning of the Moon card is in fact discernment. And because it is your center card, what I would say to you is, indeed, in the third week, you're going to come to a place of maybe an actualization of discernment, that you're going to assimilate that new found understanding. So that's beautiful. And amazing, Sag, for you, because in the fourth week, there's the Devil reversed. And the Devil card, as you might know, is about attachments. It's about kind of spiritual obsessions or ties, where we are the ones tying us to whatever the thing is, or the thought, or the feeling, or whatever the addiction, the subject of our addiction is. But the ties can easily come off. And the Lovers are here, of course, so this is about choice. The Lovers are about choice. And so this is making a choice to release yourself. And indeed you do it, because this is being tied. This is releasing yourself. This is freedom from the tie. So Sagittarius, wow. I mean, this month really does look like a freeing month for you to really up-level your maturity and your ability to assess what is appropriate for you now, what is necessary for you now, what is needed for you now in order to move forward in your particular life journey. So this is the Ascended Master deck, as you know. Oh, this is beautiful. Perfect. So this is Doreen Virtue's deck, the Ascended Master cards. And you received Pallas Athena, detached from drama, absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, because this is about focusing on the self in a way that is not self-oriented to the exclusion of other, but it is in a way, because it's focused on the self, what's necessary for the self, what's needed for the self, what's good for the self, and it's detaching from the stories, the mundane dramas, everything outside of you that is not yours, that doesn't need your attention, that doesn't require it, doesn't need it, and will in fact just distract you from your own focus. And you are on a mission to find that discernment within yourself to create the balance that you so need at this time. So detaching from drama is beautiful for you. Now this is Carolyn Miss's Archetype deck, and we're going to pull up the archetype that imbues the quality set that is wanting to be evolved within you this month. And if you evolve it, will serve you. It'll serve your ability to deal with what's happening in the month. It will help with your flow, your bliss, all of it. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, so you get Destroyer. Let me read it first and then I'll show it to you. The shadow attributes: intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. The high frequency manifestation: releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Could this be any more appropriate? It is releasing what is destructive, what is too much comfort. It is creating the discernment around that. It is creating the balance around that, and it is preparing for a new life. This could not be more appropriate. It's beautiful. Wonderful. Okay, Sagittarius, so let's see what else we have for you this month. Hi, Sagittarius. So let's move on to your Dakini that came forward for you. This particular goddess archetype is reflecting the embodiment being called forward for you. Meaning, if you were to embody this particular goddess, you would be optimally served in handling your cycle this month. A reminder that this is from Penny Slinger's 64 Dakini Oracle. You received number 44, Lady Rainbow. A note that I'm just going to read a very small bit here, and then the link to the full PDF document is located in our online library, and that you can access. The link is below the video. Lady Rainbow. She is the lunar effect on the waters of the planet and the earth itself. Her fire is her power of lightening. Who is Lady Rainbow? In Mayan cosmology, Lady Rainbow, Ishil, is a moon goddess connected to earth and water. She is a weaver of worlds and associated with pregnancy and childbirth. She is a healing goddess and keeper of medicines. She pours water from the crops from her sacred womb jar. If angered, she also can bring floods. I'm going to read actually just a small bit more here. Lady Rainbow is a weaver goddess. She is here to help you weave the fabric of your existence in a more meaningful way. She is here to ask you to reset your view of time. She is here to ask you to re-examine the very principles and structures that govern your life, both the ones imposed by society and the ones you set up for yourself. Time for a reboot of your mainframe, the framework handed down to us by our culture. A gift of healing energy, the right remedy at the right time. take your medicine pouch. If you are involved in the art of healing, Lady Rainbow says her appearance in your life is a confirmation of that calling. You are a healer. And as she is also a midwife, perhaps it's time to give birth to a new you. Perhaps the whole system is rebirthing. I want to bring you up to the camera, but it's too sunny, I think. There we go. Oh, there we go. I don't know if that's gonna... What you doing? What you doing?